100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved
turn, don't want to turn.
If you return, that's it.
Boy, there you go. Somebody cool, you can't wait.
Yeah. So that's the. They are in a hurry.
I don't understand that. I mean, in terms of war, and a big truck,
Right. You're not hearing nothing, you see how much more you say you're not hearing nothing at all. Okay.
It's up now, Jamali. The sound is here now.
You hear something? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Make sure you keep it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the pitch.
It's a more coming, it's very good.
Right.
So when I read something, I came back that I was wondering what happened.
Yeah.
I hear that. Somebody, some of the guys, if they want to pitch, said that there was a pitch good to him. So, I don't watch cricket, but and then they laugh and they tell themselves, how can the pitch was so bad when the guys went, you're on.
Right. What I said, I think that was the second game for the playing up there since. I think the guy in the game when it was the first game. Let's say I heard.
We're not the same pitch.
Yeah.
I don't can't really say because what I heard, somebody said the government said that plenty grass in the pitch.
Uh-huh.
And there was some crap that you didn't see. So if the government it was going to
Yeah, because when you hold we can cross all and stuff, you get to see stuff. See what
you cut out the
cut the grass.
You
Yeah.
can see what's going on.
Yeah.
So I don't understand, it's amazing me when that happens. I can't comment in too much, guys. It's sad to say this thing happened in the stadium too often.
Right. And the same thing I was talking to a guy and tell a guy that when I realized that the name on the stadium is a big name. So when you're a groundsman, whatever you have to do with this stadium there, you have to make sure you do it well. Because you have a great man name assigned to the stadium.
That is a test venue.
Right.
So expect test venues to have good pitches.
True.
At all times. Like, I remember we never fought with those staff too,
Yeah.
Eh?
Use the other mic so he can't hear you.
With our full complement of staff. Right?
Yeah.
Our full complement of staff all year round. So I don't know what's going on, I can't tell you something doesn't right, and when you're working there all day long, you're supposed to at least have it right. When we at work, we prepare like 5 pitches, things there about 5 or 6 too.
True.
So, so I'm saying something doesn't right. I don't like it because there's always an issue where that's how Merck
move from
We'll leave
there
from
to,
there.
yeah, correct.
And the issue there, I was seeing the board, I was seeing the board get involved and transfer him out from there. It happened too often up there, something doesn't right. I don't know if the supervision, the administration, I can't comment on it.
True.
But it's not good when it's a stadium and the test venue.
The pinnacle. But in terms of the batting though, the batsman and the wicket, in terms of how they approach, I know, and I say the pitch not bad, but how I see them batting and like they know coming forward before and see exactly what the ball doing and all kind of stuff.
Well, you fortunate that you saw them. I didn't see them.
Oh, okay.
So I can't comment. I don't spend time watching them most of the time.
Oh.
I watched some of the game in Jamaica, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I watched some of the game.
Yeah.
And the young man scores some centuries.
Mackenzie. Yeah.
I saw,
And in terms of kind of ball that hit Louis for me, I think that he was trying to come. Yes, because you're batting in the crease, you're popping crease there, and you're front crease, and the ball you for me you wait and see what happens first before you start land forward or do anything.
straight up there, said that. Because Ulysses is calling me, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, but you're right, Louis is.
So he called me to fight with this stuff last night. I'm going to tell you, eat something we should eat.
Yeah.
And I asked him what going on in cricket. You know,
Yeah, right.
Kind of in the cricket soup.
Yeah.
I
was there.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm missing games.
Yeah.
So he said, boy, the pitch is good, man. So say me pitching is good. Boy, one ball jump over and the other one down ankle.
Correct.
So see that the case, the pitch really good.
Yeah.
The batsman don't look for.
Yeah.
You can't assess.
Correct.
One leg up, one leg
Yeah.
same leg maybe down ankle.
Yeah.
See what I mean? So I don't know what happened, but they get it 2-2 wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the pitch, it was perfect, especially before the game.
Yeah.
You had to get by to the start with the enjoy, anyway, but I don't understand it. I feel bad about it because I don't want to know that happens at the stadium. Any venue is a no-no.
Yeah.
But more so
The stadium.
At the stadium. And any venue, you know, we particularly was probably pitching a factory.
Yeah.
I want to pitch with a very good batsman to learn the bat properly. And Paul must learn the ball and good pitch.
True.
So when they go on good pitch, and
But it must rough way wicket.
yeah, man.
And rough way runs.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So factory pitches are usually more friendly for batting. Usually more friendly. And the bounce are usually friendly too. But still I work with them. If man bowling good.
Yeah.
You know. So when I heard, and I tell you, maybe you can't recall, but I can recall 1998. Well, was had that civil citizen that in Antigua.
Yeah, I think when the game started there, I think that the turf wasn't very proper, so I think it's England. English game?
That was 1998. At recreation grounds. What happens? When they do the whole outfield and all that, it surfaces and for whatever reason, the grass will go on the pitch. And the 5 pitches, they're all over the place. So they wanted to test the outfield to make sure you go to a player and then again, But recreation grounds at the time, test match could only be played in 3 set of pitches, not the 2 outside.
Yeah.
Because all the mic for pass or cameras.
Okay. I'm viewing and stuff.
Something like that. But we couldn't get no the pitch in the middle, behind the grass. So we have to say use the last one to the rest of the next one, combine them, so we can do the test. You know. And it worked out pretty goodish. The testing for the outfield went superb. After they laid the grass but amazingly, first I was there, it happened. Start shoot more water on the field with a sprinkler, as they call it.
Yeah.
So he said to him, look, I flood them pitches with me. Flood them. So when they left them about 6, 8, 7, the pitch in the flood, plenty of water, when they was saying, good, we got home. The next morning, 7 o'clock, it was 6, 6, it was a pick up now, but at all sense. So, Pa, since you were going, to my amazement, and shockingly so, the pitch on wide open crack.
Wow.
You know when that pitch flood, you want to be a play tomorrow. Wide crack open. I say, wait, what going on here? So he told now, man, that's not one person now, our headache and hunger going on. What they did with the pitch, Joe, apparently, they make it soak away. They didn't seal it. So the water hold. Pitch and hold the water. That's how you could get in grass.
Yeah.
So I said, now, I go to the plan, man, don't worry, man. That's how we get it to come back again. So I work a plan, they said, now look, I use a factory plan that we see. From all experience, all covers leak.
Yeah.
When the leak, the water gets on, they tap the sappy.
Yeah.
I'm buying everything, so we work the plan. So we started to flood the pitch morning, put on the corner, you can get to it. And then I had about 2 weeks, but for whatever reason, when they came to test pitching up, make sure the facility is good, and they don't write a record, say they can't play test match, they can put the match to Barbados. Calling the tell, calling the tell, pitch on the problem, we can take care of that, no problem there. So the match was played. You can go.
Okay.
I can tell you that. So you have to be careful and see what upset me about the guys here. You can't do every dinner or nothing.
And what I'm to say that's because you say how you go to the factory plan and so experience and stuff. Exactly. So I'm saying to him, if you know, well, you say that he didn't see the crack, which I think is very unfortunate. This is your home and you there all the time, so you should have to know your surroundings.
Your place.
You know.
You can't every day or nothing, man. Something to right. That's why I don't understand. You can't be there every day and then learn nothing. Make sure, look, one of the battles our recreation grounds, you know, is a good friend. He tell them guys, you don't need to have practice game on the pitch. Let's go play test match on the pitch. At Andy.
Okay.
I'm telling you that is foolishness. First class play, then the man can play out, see what the pitch play out, we can make the adjustments. But you know, things like Andy.
So is it, wait, cause I was wondering if it was a social thing that White House and I don't want to quickly play and the picture them and so I was wondering when I get that notion
That's
from.
foolishness.
Yeah.
That's foolishness.
Cause see, like I say, with a big day when I test to see how the way you play, I can make adjustment here and there and that kind of stuff.
That's what it goes, man. Can adjust things.
Yeah.
You can't say, test match, we don't play before test match.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
You got it.
The test match, the pitch comes, man, no, we hope.
Yeah.
That's something.
Exactly. You play out what 2-day game and actually see how we can play and stuff and see what I need for, you know.
You can make the adjustments.
Yeah, accordingly.
I don't understand them. I don't understand why you can't. You know, like I remember one time, Murphy called me, he was president of Football Association. Remember that? Called me up. That the UP was in power. And they wanted the football game vacation go.
Yeah.
And they tell them that
you must have pitched.
It was UPV. I don't know what we do. Like I was a government because they need 14 days to prepare a pitch and all and it's the UPV, they ball and call me. So it was expensive about Andy nonsense. Pitch can prepare in about 5-6 days, no problem. And if an old day they pull heavy roller.
Yeah.
They don't have heavy roller. They can do a pitch in 5 days. The most important thing is you get the surveyors. The surveyors make sure
line up properly.
And all the line up, make sure the pitch level. In Hill and Holiday, you mark it.
Yeah.
Then do the prepare the piers, you know, with piers. You know, you can go with the roller, a big heavy goal and go in the water and pitch. Make sure you keep much enough grass in it.
Yeah.
You go and pitch, you go your business. Pitch can done in 2 days or so. Especially if you played it before.
Right.
Yeah, as I'm saying to you, the most important thing is for 5 them, you want water in it.
True.
So you can hold it.
Yeah, buy it.
But I don't understand these guys. I don't get involved in the nonsense really, guys. I was in this thing.
Yeah.
Because they find me, say, me now live party, man. I don't know that. This year, like 27 years ago. But I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know where UP my help me, man. Me, You know me and you gonna just any job you do the best job. You know, I don't know. So they get rid of me. You know, some story like that, you know, so I don't leave it alone. But it's a way I can't help, but it's just around the time I will not refuse.
Right.
Because it's all about cricket and development and get it done.
True.
And then time when I'm petty. Like,
But strange enough, down there in the ARG now, the wicket seems to be doing well. I understand they're playing well down there. The wickets are playing well.
Cricket, you're the best in the world, pitch in the world, it's a fix.
Yeah.
The problem we had when the test match, down the, at the second test, Australia 99, football, they play when the rains, and there's somebody called a quick drive.
Yeah.
Some of the water, when they go up and day, the water can go there again. So they play the crack. And then they see the crack in them until they wait. Where's it come from? So even afternoon before the test match, we did take out crack.
Wow.
The Good Friday. Kuma went, well, say, let's keep quiet, we do the fucking bit. And what happened? I keep quiet, I'm on the place. What happened? I had some soil of comprehensive that they were clay. So we worked together, get hard. So you had no problem there. You get me going from. So we had clay, not none of the guy on the side. That a dry, you go in good grass and hard in no time. You go wind that. So we don't have the plan. You know what I mean? So that might be a problem when football was played then. They play when they wet and they go out with the pitch. When the pitch hold water in the area. So some quick dry business, chemical in it. And for whatever reason, I don't know if that's happened to football, they stay now, they want a guy too. Can they play football too? I don't know. So we ain't going to a quick try there, I don't know. Because you have to take out the grass and pay attention to the quick dry, the air and hold the water.
Hold the water.
That hold the water, period.
So that might be a possibility why you didn't see the crack.
I mean, you had to make too much grass.
Right.
But that's an issue. That's an issue. We our take over 5, 6, and 8 long before the game. But then after, I think already we're going to see one of the pupils in our game. I'll take out the other man, where's the time? I'll take you get our clay.
Yeah.
All is well. No problem with that, because you don't want to start pitching crack one day.
True.
You know, crack one 3 or 4 days after.
Yeah.
If you had the crack and come at all. But we're fortunate to get the game, that same game. Every morning, there was something called a flying ball. They want to use side of the green at Cedar Valley. Push it, collect the grass one time.
Okay.
You get 2 that full every morning after the pitch. So you see the grass at that time. We put out the covers, the grass come up. You get a picture. So we had this grass binding inside all the time, man. So it was a wonderful pitch, we had to see you. 20 wickets, 20 runs.
Yeah. True.
We'll have a blaze of something say matches.
I remember the game then. For viewers, just in case you are wondering where is Mr. Gary Gonzal, he called and said he's running late. I know if you're running from the question, I want to ask him about trying to be president. I guess you want to continue the Gonzal legacy in ABFA football. So I was hoping we can have that discussion in short order. So we're waiting for him. So while we're discussing cricket and sports in general, we're looking forward to hear from Gary Gonzalez.
Not only that, it's asking Carleen.
Zaza.
I hear everything Carleen. Some people hear it up high.
Zaza here, Zaza. Can you say I was calling today? A top message.
I thought you got a campaign,
You got a campaign? But tell me something, I know today is a semi-final game in Parsley cricket. I think it's
Pickers against Michael.
Pickers and Michael. At Michael.
They win the police in the finals.
In the finals next week. Straight enough, I was up some last week Sunday. I was watching some Stuart Farm and Freetown playing, and I saw Devil play with Freetown. Yeah. I see trying knock out. He try. Yeah, a youngster inside, which is good enough.
Quite a few teams have them now. We can encourage it.
Yeah.
See now quite a few.
Okay.
Guy 13, 14, 12. Again, a guy.
Yeah.
But also this is our partner Xavier.
Yeah.
He carries some player Jennings in the season.
Okay.
I don't know if you get player Jennings, but let the guy go get the experience playing.
True. Zaza say use the phone so he can't call in. He just type message, use the phone, he can't
Sounds
call
like,
in.
hey, phone out back the car. Give me that way.
So seating the guy well, you have connection in Jennings. Why you go with the Jennings?
Xavier. Xavier Jennings.
Okay.
You used to know Xavier when I come in school. Xavier Freeland.
Probably
The guy, when he's old, he's playing in school.
Okay.
You know, his son. His son body come from Jennings really too, you know, but
Okay.
never leave Jennings. But Xavier first seen to my, then when both of them was so disappointed. Then the boy going to play cricket and he learned, boy about 13 or something, like 12, 13. And then he gets to the bats there and he only played the season last game playing against them big guys on the Burton, so
sure.
He did too bad. You know. Then he go and then push the entire first class for 4 years or so. Maybe that made the best thing.
True. And in terms of the season, how you rate the season so far? Because it's the first commission.
I can tell you something. Unfortunately, it has quite a few rain out because of the weather and so.
Yeah.
The weather, the weather and so, you know, because of the weather. But except for that, it's not going too bad, you know.
Okay.
Not going too bad. I guess it's seat now.
Zaza Pan just come, so get the question ready. I see you walking in the studio, Zaza.
There are quite a few young guys here, which is good.
Make sure these are working.
You know what I mean?
Hear Zaza, that work? Okay.
We tested them before. So Zaza Pan, just come.
You want to take a break and then I'll take a break. And
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car. Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a simply smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to pay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the simple smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a simply smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a simply smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a simply smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit.
Your boy just coming, so you can shoot the question when ready. But let me say good morning to Mr. Gary Gonzalez. Morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Good to have sir. How are you, sir?
So you see, this a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when he called earlier, He said it was Jonathan doing something, so we thought he was a politician.
Yeah.
So I'll get that out of the way, right? Now we know who Jonathan.
Yeah, yeah.
Jonathan, not the politician.
I want to say goodbye to Mr. Lizzie. John, tell us what's up.
I'm good. Morning.
All right. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you guys. Let me start out with Mr. Gonzalez. Why you decided to run for the presidency?
Now,
Take your time. It's your show, so take your time.
sorry about that.
That's all right.
As you know, when you're in court, the judge tell you if you don't turn off your phone, you have to turn it down. And I am in front of the biggest court in football. Why? The question is why I have decided to run. I have not decided to run. I have decided to serve.
All right, so like a good politician.
Yeah.
I have decided to serve the clubs of them in Antigua. And forgive me with my dialect because I always tell people I am a true Greng man. Shipwreck have given me that name. Greng white boy. Now whom much is given, much is expected.
True.
My life started out in Villa, and since an early age, I have been surrounded by footballers, from Scout to Luther and even Gene Gould, because as long as you're in charge of Villa football field, cricket field, you have to know each discipline. My good friend beside me, Taddy, and so many others have groomed me in football, and I have been a student of the game. I have been around the game for over 25 years, and I have assessed the situation and said, I can serve, I can contribute, I can give back. Let me get some wonderful persons with me so that we can serve the people of my football family. And I think I have the requisite knowledge, experience, and leadership qualities to go forward and restore trust in our football, empower our clubs, and grow the game according to FIFA's mandate. So in a short snippet, that is why I decided to run, not run, but to serve, for presidency of the ADO.
Well, let me try to Google it before I try before you Google it. So let's say, I have this question when I saw on the flyer for the week. A lot of people asking, what really go on? We may talk in dialect now. What really go on is a family affair. Gary, you know, want to take over football for your brother?
And
We have to say that to the people that saying that.
And it's funny because the people need to understand. Bato was there for 12 years. Bato took over from a normalization committee. Bato did a job the best he knew how to do. You cannot run for more than 3 consecutive terms. So Bato and the county executive, Gwen, Darrell, Shadow, DeVries, Delta, Cliff, they have done their time. They have contributed to football. Now I am saying football needs continuity. So I am offering my slate to continue the work that they would have done. You're not going to get me to say the association is this and association that, because it is difficult to stay outside the kitchen and say the chef can't cook. When you get in there and you see the ingredients that you have to work with, then it is your creativity then that will determine how successful you are. So it is not a Gonzalez thing, It is not a Roberts thing. It is not a Salmon thing. It is not a Cliff Williams thing. It is a continuation of football in Antigua that we want to maintain. I know Taddy would not agree with me, that the most watched sport in Antigua, which is football.
I agree with you, but I just heard it, they were Robertson here with a Naya.
Nah, Robert.
Wait, Naya, they going in again?
Yeah?
So wait, he's on your slate?
No,
I can't misunderstand that.
Jama's parents late?
of course. Jamas, not on screen as yet, but tell Earl, don't get scared.
We not get scared.
Because my slate is experience with not only football, but with cricket. Anything that is round, we can
Taddy, full is boy.
control it. So, Jamal is on my slate, Jonathan is in my slate, all competent persons that come with a vast wealth of experience, knowledge, and leadership qualities.
So,
I want some quick.
yeah, Taddy.
This is a round ball story. So Jonathan is play cricket too?
Jonathan used to play basketball at the highest level for Antigua and his college.
But Job never,
Yes, we used to play
Job never tell me about it.
Job
Job never tell me about it.
Job now is in a state of, he's so far. he can't accumulate us. Clearly.
Joe watch it now. Joe watch it now.
Job,
Yeah, he has watched.
so Job is going to call you. Job is going to confirm that as a former academy man, Jonathan comes from high pedigree.
Okay. So Zoal in Palma, so Zoal should know about Jonathan then.
Of course.
Because Zoal Academy man.
Yes.
Okay. so thanks for Academy man too. Okay. So you want to introduce all the members first before I make Jonathan jump in?
Yes. Jonathan Lindsay is a member on my slate. Adwin Jamaswald is also a member on my slate. You have Patches, David Skeppel, another member. You have Keith Whiteblacks, another member. You have Vice President Jonathan Jetta Lewis, and Second Vice President Brian Hamilton.
Okay.
And yours truly, President Garfield Gary Iron Donkey Gonzalez.
Sounds good. So Jonathan, tell me something. In terms of you, well, the guy just tell us your sporting background, basketball, and football, and so you play some cricket. You tell Taddy?
Yeah, I used to play cricket in high school more so. But,
Okay.
Gravitated more to football and basketball.
So I'm playing Zaza, because Zaza say big cricket man now. You say you
Yeah,
prefer
he used to play.
cricket than football. So you say it's a lot, you know. So Zaza Academy man, so no. Zaza, you can play cricket, Zaza? Make me know. You can type and tell me since you can't call in. But Jonathan, why you decide to come along on Gary's plate?
Gary and I have been rolling for quite a long time, right? He's one of my contemporaries that we've always played with, so we've always maintained an excellent relationship growing up, playing football together, because I used to play for Villa too, before I got injured and had to walk away from it.
Maybe a striker?
No, I was
A
defense.
waterman.
No, it's more defense, and they say the best offense is a good defense.
True.
So you're starting from the back and we're making sure that we can build what we're doing. Gary reached out to me recently and he said, look, he's looking to run, looking to serve towards football, and he wanted to build an excellent team, and he thought of me as being part of that team. And it was a no-brainer for me, once Gary moved forward and looking at football over the years and understanding that, there's certain things that I can bring to this with him at the leadership, it was an easy yes. There is going to be some growth for me to transition into this, but I think, we are poised and ready to do that.
Sounds good. And let me say good morning to Mr. Arden Jama. What's up, my brother?
Morning. Morning to everybody. Sorry to be late, Mr. President. We're claiming it already. Yeah. Sorry to be late, yeah?
This team I play the chat, but Micah, I saw what I now know what I was here last week, no?
Well, they need to watch. They need to watch because we are a really diverse group. And good thing about this group is that we are not necessarily affiliated so deep with anybody, and so we bring a level of fairness. We bring a level of expertise. I'm here primarily because, as I walk the streets, I hear that the referees are not doing well, and I have given more than 25 years to the referees, and in the highest capacity, I was a FIFA international assistant referee. I was the president of the Referee Association. I was a technical trainer at one point. I was the fitness trainer at one point. And I would have traveled the whole of CONCACAF almost, advancing my little expertise, my technical skills. I'm now a present member of the referees committee, and so I think with my intervention on with this group would bring a level of improvement to the whole referees platform, and it's a passion because I've given more than 25 years.
But it's true enough, I love hearing about our referee. Last week, Tally alluded to a referee situation because the season, in terms of the football season, before long time days gone by, we could know when football season finish and when quick season will start. But I understand, we understand because no referee available, that's why season have been drawn out. I know if John want to touch on that since it's a referee story.
I think the referee platform has evolved. Whereas before, it's just something to do. I think we need to do a lot more marketing with the referees because, you can make this into a career. And really and truly, we need to target the younger ones. Everybody not going to be footballers, guys. Everybody not going to be footballers. However, we have people that once you start from that tender age of 16 upwards, you can now turn this into a career. I have gained remarkably from this platform, and I started late. I was a FIFA international referee at age 35. And you imagine if at 25 you'll be in this thing. And the remuneration is really, really, really healthy. In my days, it was $150.
That's the president's money.
$150 per day.
Okay.
It's not even per game. Per day. So you imagine you travel for 2 weeks to a month. It's $150 per day. All expenses paid. That is just the per diem. But they feed you, they transport you, they put you up, everything. That has nothing to do with the per diem. You can imagine what it is now. And the first time I had an experience of even having my own room, I was like, wow, this is an experience. And I even traveled first class at one point, if you understand what I'm saying. So there are a lot of benefits. And I'm saying, we're here not just to market just playing football, but to market the sport holistically, because the referee is going to affect how good these guys play.
True.
And we need to do the groundwork so that these players, able to play to the best of their ability. And I think right now, in my opinion, based on the comments that are being made, the referees are terribly lucky.
Okay.
So what I mentioned it last week, because another Villa man, Gary knows him very well. I was by my house on my yard every day almost. Guy named Lenny. I asked Lenny, how the heck that football can last so long, boy, and I enough referee? That's what he said to me. That's what Lenny said to me. Guy said second division, first division shouldn't last so long. You play twice a week. Right, so what he said to me, when they play twice a week, but when complete the 1 week in a way that you have 10 teams, five, that can split up to complete. But if there ain't enough referees, you can complete this thing in no time. So I was kind of pissed off when I heard that. So I heard him mention the young people getting involved. That's important, very important. But I also heard something, he said something about fairness, and he laughed in a way. Because, you get an NOC connection, right? You have an NOC connection.
Yeah?
Okay, all right.
I see Jonathan and Gary smile, so I guess I know something.
I can't acknowledge that. That's like, you have more than NLC connection. connected all around.
I'm dubbed as being modest all the days of my life. And really and truly, I think, even though I know where my good friend Tad is, he's an excellent person. However, you know, I think our ability would certainly speak for itself. Yeah, and once we put our best foot forward out there, you understand what I'm saying? I think that we will move football to a different level. And that's why I'm here.
I was
Sounds
saying
good.
that when it was on the phone, I sent this stuff to Farid and to Angela.
Angela, yeah. Yeah, you are the president also.
So you can see what's going on. And then two for them, and
So I just say what the president?
says the last, you know.
Oh, last, yeah. And Farrell.
No, the Friday one.
No,
president.
Naya.
Naya.
Naya came already on our show and talk about the football.
That's why I was telling Naya was on the team, no.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Naya is definitely on another team. Naya has built a team that is competing against for the teams. Because as you guys would know, and that is what I've tried to do in my campaign.
Right.
It is not for me to go and get your nomination or vote blindly because you don't understand. A lot of clubs are saying communication is key. And if I'm the one communicating with them, tell them this is how the process, they should follow it because at the end of the day, they are the ones with the power. The nomination, you have five candidates with a slate. You have Barbara Coates
Correct.
and her slate. You have Akili Kilhouse and her slate. You have Abraham Roberts on his slate. You have Fernando Abraham on his slate, and you have Garth Gonzalez on his slate.
So I was Angela instead.
Huh? No, Angeline is probably waiting for next year. Not next year, in the next 4 years.
4 years.
In a 4-year term. Now, I've said to persons, when I went to campaign, let me make a presentation. After my presentation, I'm not going to force you to nominate me. I'm forced to vote. Get the others to come and have a discussion with you. And if you so inclined, you can set up a meeting that you can have all of us there at your club. So if the executive can't come, at least the president must come. So it can be discussion, a reasonable discussion, so that they can see that leadership matters, not the persons of them who are trying to campaign for you. Because campaigning is good, but when the gang and you are elected, you have to stay in front of the camera and you have to make the decisions that can guide. I don't want somebody to tell me, you know what, hold on there, let me consult this person. No, your consultation must come before you come to me so that I can ask you a question, and I beg to say, any question that has been asked of me, I can relate and I can answer it reasonably. There is not one aspect of football in Antigua, playing on and off the field and administratively, that I cannot sit down and have a conversation for the whole day with anybody.
Well, let me jump in then. I hear you say clubs, but I tell Nanda last week and tell the guys before, the audience that come and vying for the presidency, we have teams and in our clubs. We use this word clubs loosely. Because when we look at the structure, then our properly structured. So my question to you is how you plan to make these teams into clubs so we can really feel proud and say they're clubs.
It is, and I don't know if my other colleagues would have candidates would have said it. It is not me inventing anything. FIFA, CONCACAF, CFU, LIFA, they have the blueprint of how a club should be set up.
Right.
It is us as an executive supporting these, I'm going to say clubs in Antigua, because you have to start from a place of start.
Mm-hmm.
You need an executive, you need support from your community, you need a ground, things like that. But more so, it is a structure that is not only on paper, that is functioning. because I can say Earl, Jonathan, Johnny, Jarman, they're on my executive. But anything else, I'm watching uniform. I am doing the support system with the ABFA. I am transporting the guys. I'm coaching. I'm doing everything. That is not the structure. You want not to micromanage. You want to give responsibility to each and every person to carry out their mandate. Because when I tell a club, in order for you to get funding from the ABFA, you can't send nobody for cash or check. I want the deposit directly into your account. That comes with a form of accountability because you don't need no big accounting firm to handle the checkbook because of the paper trail.
I like you go that way because
What I want to add, if you
that's
could-
why.
before you go on,
Huh?
what I want to
Okay,
add,
good.
And what we want to say though, we want to create a system where, because like Gary said, there are some persons who they're the club, they do everything. However, we have to examine the platform and we have to offer the platform so that they can understand how structure is done. You understand? And so that we are not going in to demand this is what it is or else. We are going in to make sure that we offer guidance into how the system should run so that we can have the accountability that it should be.
I want to touch on something that Gary said in connection with the club. Wait, the question
Yeah.
you asked him. He said it's supposed to have a field. All they have no field now. All the clubs, all people that play now don't have no field.
Yes, they have to.
That's all.
When I say have field, all of them are associated with a community that has a field. It is us, just like I have a situation personally. West Ham, Blackburn, and Villa. We have two fields. We have Painters Market Field and we have Blackburn Field. Right now, Blackburn Field is on the
Construction.
reconstruction. So we have to get together as the three main clubs to say we are going to practice at Princess Margaret School and we leave Blackburn for game day. That is only how you're going to have the longevity, because if you have a first division team, a second division team, and a female division team playing on one field, that you would know, you need to make sure that your pitch gets rest and you don't use the middle pitch and not the east one game have to be postponed because you can't play. Because I heard my wonderful cousin Kurt Ambusway, he went and inspected, but they changed the pitch. When you have a football field, right, you cannot, John will tell you, the referees run from east to west, north, and you watch the electrician going, the grass, eat out, because you don't give
Time.
the groundsman enough time to prepare. Every club in Antigua is in a community. Every community has a green space that can be developed for football. And listen to me, when I say for football, not shaded cricket, because cricket has its space. We have enough space where we can say, this is the football ground, where you don't have to be, it can be a cozy setting. 2 container, 40-foot container turned into 2 stands. And that's all it is, because those can host at least 80 persons from inside. That is what the community them are begging for. I went to Granville and I was amazed because Cactus told me, we don't play football over here. Football play at Seaton. That facility up there is pristine. Williki, Granville, Piers, they can play right there. And it is fenced. So, Granville, Williki playing. Guys, all I want is the essential of that game to maintain the initiative because they play. You can't choose that event because that game is going to be an event for those two and you share the profit. That is what I talk about empowering clubs. So if the clubs can raise funds for themselves, you know what they want to do? ABFA, make sure your funding can take care of our national team, our youth team, our girls team, because we are comfortable enough that we can raise funds, we empower ourselves.
But let,
What
okay.
Sorry, you know,
Good.
right? Which point did I play in Villa? And what did I get response in Villa?
Right at the black. Have you
Black when the fence no way.
Yes. No, Taddy, I agree that if you come to Blackburn today, we have it is the only field in Antigua that have lights all around. This is the all around.
When you pick up the funds, so you
Huh?
face the fence.
It is fenced. It is just not gated.
I see.
Because it was one gate and Gene Gould has gotten the chance to provide an estimate for that gate. So you can lock it in and we can raise funds like
So
this.
we're going to play down there soon.
It depends on if we get into the association because my thing is knockout.
When we get it.
When we get in. When we get in. The knockout, we have a lot of community leagues right now. That community are doing a great job organizing leagues. But guess what? You don't get it's not it's spread around. So you need Villa to be playing in the knockout. So a game at home and away, a knockout first, I play against Liberta, Liberta come down. It brings the community together. And guess what? The community now will say, they just want to play in the Premier League. Let's call the committee to watch that game. Let's come out to watch this game. Let's go to Old Road on a Sunday and watch Villa Old play. The drive for the Villa people, when over people come to Villa, the same thing. A club coined it as decentralized football. Football can be decentralized in what league you put on, the knockout, the President Cups, or the Big Six. Those are three leagues that you can put on.
A big six was that.
A Big Six, you can say a Big Six, like say the
six biggest
Big
team?
Six or Big Eight, where you pick the top teams from each division to play the first division, the two top teams, the second division, the two top teams, and the Premier Division, two top teams, and put them into the competition. Do the champion, it's like the Champions League in thing. Let the champions play, because you'll be surprised that some clubs in first division, second division can go compete against some team. They might not win, but the competition, and it would give other clubs the impetus to say, we can, proper structure, can compete at all levels.
Absolutely.
With, football.
I'll come back to the structure. Let me say good morning to Carl Casey watching from New York. So Carl Casey, Villaman watching you. Villaman watching you. So Villaman, I guess, supporting you. But I'll go back to the structure. Because I say, and I told Nanda that last week, when I talk about structure, you need structure. I hope you all go to the club, to the teams. Because they're not clubs. For me, they're not clubs. Because they're not functioning properly the way they should. And when I do that, go to them, discuss the constitution with them also. When I get it set up properly. As I said, which is correct, as I said that last week, for funding, it'd be easier. Kind of looking for because people might overseas want to send money to you, but we can either have set up properly, then I'll get money because people want to see how much money you spend. So it's very important that you and your team go to different club teams and make sure you speak to them and get it properly structured. And you'll get your job be easier also as a president, because now you have a bunch of teams that know clubs well structured and easy to flow. So you make your life easy as president. Carry very much. You make life easy.
And I would say, when you look at Jonathan, it may be difficult for him to say no, but I've seen ACB, ECAB, other banking institutions join with Kanye Hadid and have a fear that you go and buy a car and you get funding right there and then. If we say to these clubs, let's get together, and we're approaching ACB, that each child on the 16 can start an account that they cannot withdraw from. They can only deposit until they reach 18. That will show them a sense of discipline, because when you tell a child you need to be disciplined in football, he can answer that. But if you touch him in a case where you discipline your money and he sees what the money can produce, why not let him make this into try that in football? So different ways to try and get the youth to them, because everybody gonna say you need to grassroots. Football is life.
True.
If you come to me in an academy every day and you play football well, when you leave for me after an hour and a half, what You transfer it into my
account.
You can do online banking. There are simple things that we can set up that will give these guys an understanding that they are valued. When players feel valued, they will say, hey, I see Jammers, I see Jonathan, I see Brian, and I see these guys walking into the ABFA with their belts and their shirt and their dress style away. That is responsibility because our children need role models.
True.
And when you look at these guys right now, there is no better role model in football and sports and academics that we can contribute to that.
But I want to
Let me just read a quick comment from Ralph Gone watching. Ralph said, Gary, you have a very well formed slate. However, football needs a change, not continuity from the current administration. And Carl just say here, point man, in a Villa man. Carl say, you come and point in a Villa. Me know I separate that stuff like Green Bay, Grace Farm. So, get Java.
I just want to reiterate our strength in Gary's point. We are players centric.
Right.
Okay? And everything that we are going to do, it involves players. We talk briefly about incentivizing the platform. We talk about centralized contract for players. We talk about youth. We talk about under 23 development, where we probably zone teams because every team may not have a under 23. But he just spoke about Willie Keys and Glanvilles and if we have all those under 23 people in the zone, we employ a coach, and at some point, whether midway through in the season, they compete against themselves. You understand? We need our responsibility to develop football. I am very much enthused about clubs making their own funds, and we were saying even at Premier Division level, some percentage of the gate, whether 2%, 3%, goes to a winning team. You understand? And that money should be delivered at least a week after. If you understand, these are some of the things that we talked about. And what we have said too, we have to be realistic, because we're not going in to say we're going to do everything tomorrow. Everything would be done incrementally, and we would prioritize. You understand? So we are not going in to fool anybody to say, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. We are going to prioritize as to what is most important for the football, and we are going to set goals. We're going to set times for between now and 4 years. This is how we see the football moving to a different level.
I like that you go that way. I have a question for that, and I have a question. Tell me something, Mr. President. You have a mission statement, a vision statement.
Somebody asked me that.
Yeah, Earl asking that.
My vision is to rebuild confidence in the Antigua and Football Association by returning power to the clubs, improving transparency and accountability, and creating new development pathways for players, coaches, officials, and communities. Together, we will elevate football, restore unity, and grow the game from grassroots to national success. That is my
I will jump into something controversial. You know. I heard John, my good friend, said that and they're promising the people things happen. But that's a success for the campaign. Yeah, we promised 14 days what and 500 houses in 500 days.
Well, me not going to practice for me.
You want to someone got me fast.
Me do sports, so me I'll have a question too far with that.
Sports you be. Sports is a sport, you know.
If they can't put the two together. But my question to you, Jammers, I like that. Well, maybe anyone here can answer. Because anything you're going to do, you must have a short-term, middle-term, long-term vision and goal. So if you guys were successful at the polls next on the May, I think it's May 21st, if I'm correct. What are your some short-term goals you like to share? I want to keep them secret.
Can I jump in there?
Sure. And my mic I watch it, so I mean, my mic might steal idea.
What I would have learned from the it would be ridiculous of me to tell my mother and my father, you know what, I want to drive the car without them getting the key from them, understanding how much gas in the car. I would have to sit with my mother and say, Mommy, am I allowed to drive this car now because the insurance says if I'm under 25, I can't.
Right.
I want to change the insurance. So my parent company has said, Conquer, they're going to sit with me. I love that because from then I will know how I am going to get my funding. Remember, I am associated with a Conqueror. I cannot determine I'm going to promise anything when that is what I set my budget to. Things like if I set my budget in this time, how soon am I going to get access to these funds? How are these funds going to be dispersed? Because I cannot promise anybody anything unless I know I have the funds.
But let me ask a question though. Anyone can jump in. But if you, for me, if you build a house, you must have a plan first before you go to the bank for get a loan. So before yes, they're coming to give a guidance and stuff, but you should have a plan also.
No, we have a plan now.
Oh, okay.
We have a plan to build a house. But when the contractor comes and say, hey, you know, that is one plan you have to build on.
No, I just want to make sure that you have a plan. Oh, okay.
We have a plan. And also, I may not want to sound too controversial, but when you go to the bank and you're the banker, it's not anything from the bank,
Uh-huh.
so you're negotiating.
Correct.
So it's like, give me, and I'm going to listen. No, this is what my plan is. Can you assist me? Because when you go, I am the one who will have to build. And a bank would say, this person has the plan. I can invest in him, and I am going to guide him. Because when you get a loan from the bank, there's certain timelines that you have to meet.
True.
And by meeting those timelines, you yourself learn discipline.
So
Our mandate is to trust, building the clubs and growing the game. It is simple because you know who's going to give us the advice? Same club themselves. You go to West Ham and they say they want to start an academy. I was talking to the president. He wants to start an academy. Now, who has the longest serving academy in Antigua? Bill Lion. I tell him, I have the blueprint. I can get soaking and we can do that for you. That is the promise that I have committed to him and that is done. I haven't promised any money. I can get that because guess what? Those things, they can look for themselves. But see, Martin, who is
What's up?
everybody by bread from Antigua
Uh,
can fund the economy. Few bibs, and guess what? It is easy to start now because you know he told me, his name is Bomber for us. He said, I have about 12 kids so far. You can do a lot with 12 kids and you don't need a lot of resources. And you know what happened? Those kids now would bring other kids and then the family can come along because we need the family. I, Jonathan, and I play sports in America. Every weekend, those kids don't go on the field without the family. It's only in Antigua where I can honestly say, my mother never saw me, Bato, or Johnny play. But guess what? She know how the ball kick. But we don't, in the camp,
The culture
our
depends.
culture, we're not going to sit in our stand and watch. We'll be like Taddy, hey, boy, Gary, I consider Taddy like the father.
Yeah.
When me and Carl go by him, boy, Taddy, Gary, here play and game the other day. You score 4 goals, but I'm sure some joke on your play. No, that builds you. That any success that you're taking, you got a person pushing you to go higher.
True.
Indirectly, he tell me, hey, the West Bank all else.
Right.
You're as good as the last game. So continue and play.
My question here for you, for Carl. How many of these guys have ever been in a proper club structure? Why you mention Let me take out my glasses, because my glasses now work. Why you mention about the FIFA mandate about proper structure to get funding or access money from the ABFA?
FIFA gives at least $6,500 before every season
Uh-huh.
to a club that is properly structured. Now there's a touch to that. You have to submit your record to FIFA as a club, not through the ABFA. So it's directly from FIFA sending you that you can access these. Jamas has been a part of the Referees Association. That is an organization that is structured.
Hold on, Jack. But John is striker type too.
Of course.
With the birds, yeah, we will. So using the club
Not just a
organization.
striker and top striker.
Well, John gets a pump in my pajamas.
Yeah, man.
I just know that the John is some joke is striker.
And Jamas, they know.
Man, never cricket team again with football.
Boy,
Jamas, the thing to try that because our greatest national hero, if you ask him, what is his first love? Football. You tell football. But the opportunity at the time was in cricket.
True.
He got football. And his brother too. Emma.
boy, I love sports. I've been involved in sports all my life. You know why? You know, I really have to tell you why the name pajamas come about. No? He loves so much of sport, and me down in my pajamas when that man down the road to play. He out of my house. Me wash my face properly.
Oh, so they get there from?
A day, and the man say, "Boy, in the pajamas," and the man. So I mean, I've been involved in sports all my life, brother.
But
You know, and that's just me. That's just part of me. Early you know this.
What-
How do you know this?
What?
I come in America.
Good. When finish, I'll ask a question. I'll ask.
Years construction now. And just let me go. You know what I mean? And people in America believe that. Oh, you mean the other time? The sports are my life, man.
But let me say something, you know, FIFA, ICC big on female sports, so female football for me in Antigua is dead. How you plan to revive female football in Antigua? Well, it's the Janta smile, so I'm the Janta answer.
I'm going to say, female football is not dead.
Okay, sorry.
It's sleeping, you know why?
Okay, stagnant.
Because, as you rightly said, the avenue is not there. You have to be able to generate the avenue. Now, people are thinking that you can just go there, get a couple of kids, girls between the ages of 13 to 15 to come into a team. You know our situation right now. I have a 10-year-old daughter. If anybody come and tell me that they want her to be a part of the academy, come and tell me what the academy is. Because I need to know what my daughter is going to be involved in, not the football alone. How is she going to be in that environment? Is she going to be protected? Now, we have a school day of what? From 8 to 2:30. Every girl in Antigua has to go to school. It has to be a partnership between the ABFA and the school to make sure that the girls program is revived, because I don't know the statistic, but I think they have to do at least more girls go to school than boys. But guess what? If I am a part of Villa, West Ham, and Blackburn, and I adopt Princess Margaret School, Villa School, right there then, I have the requisite club structure that I need a female program for people to get funded. So I'm going to the principal and say, you know what? I have 2 qualified coaches. Your PE teacher would work with my coach, so that at least twice a week, it can be on a Saturday or whatever other day in the week, that my coach is working with at least 10 girls. These girls now are going to be registered on the West Ham, Villa, or Blackburn. And the resources that these clubs get would help these girls to develop into an academy. When you start to build these girls, you have about 20, you can say, you know what? Billy's doing that the club now who are empowered would be able to set up a league and they can play against each other. We have to get from this notion that the ABFA has to do everything. So you sit there and expect an executive. No, remember you're the one is giving us the job to initiate initiatives that can be managed by you. That is what we're saying. Give the club the power. Let them feel like they're the ones who have to run the association. The mindset is to say that Corley said things must change in Antigua. It will change. You know why I said it will change? I have specifically picked this state because I've been around football. When this executive sits and all the clubs them sit down there, they can say, I can go and present something to the executive that I don't have to say. It is Villa, it is Bassa, it is Empire. I have to go and touch because Earl is part of Empire just to get an ear with the association. No, it should be objective. And I believe my executive is objective enough that no club can come with ulterior motives and use mechanisms to get to the back door to get things that are not given across the board. That being said, the ABFA must change because we are the crossroads. We must change. There's no and it's a but. We have to change the mentality, and I believe my executive has the power and the knowledge to do that.
So how you plan to change the mentality, one, and two, you say you think the clubs should have organized themselves, but they need the support from you and guidance how to go about getting the female stuff going on. Our good friend Parrish, I think, in charge of school football, if I remember something right. I think they have a female league, the R19, and I think Ty do some stuff in the.
And it's you sort of like Porridge and those guys. Porridge is Jamal and my good friend. Porridge is controversial. But they will tell you, anytime you're building a team, you can't have audience people. Because some of those best suggestions are coming from person who are going to agitate. But at the end of the day, agitating for the betterment of football.
Right.
You can't tell me that Porridge has been around for Porridge has coached me.
Right.
From the time I was small, 13 and so on. The knowledge, the day-to-day contact, and you're in sport and you're in charge, sports coordinator, you're in charge. I now know that Porridge, with the guidance of Mr. Green, because Mr. Green has gone with the blueprint, it is going to open up football and collaboration. I went to Mr. Green about a month ago and I asked Mr. Green, when I become president, can I depend on your work? And he said, Gary, first of all, the world is in need of good men and women. that is the motto of Princess Margaret School. At the Princess Margaret School.
So he endorsed you the presidency, that's what they say. He endorsed you the presidency.
I am not going to say that because sometimes you have to be careful. He has said he will work with anybody. And as Commissioner of Sports, I know that if Mr. Green can get Seville to play a school league, he can get Seville to play a girls tournament, a under-17 tournament, a under-20 tournament, and a senior tournament. Because as we say, Seville is on the youth when figures are not there. And as the biggest sport in Antigua, I believe we can fill the stadium. That fills out. We can occupy enough space in the stadium that people can enjoy football. The woman FIFA funds women football more than any other thing right now.
I know, that's why I asked the question.
And Villa Lions, we had a football team a couple years ago by the coach. Cadwell was the coach. I was the manager. We never lost the game. Patrice Davis, who is on the slate, she played for that team.
Okay.
One time we just beating people like crazy. But guess what? You know, it's the girls again who are motivated now to say, Kaja, wait this so long.
Oh, nice.
No,
Well, that way what? That's a good thing.
Because back then, and if you can, John, you can agree with me. Back then, in our community, we probably have 1,000 TV. We never had a phone. John probably had 2 phones. He had 3.
Tell you 5.
Sorry, so the distraction.
True, true.
But we have to be creative now to say, you know what? Let's have a media day. We're going to have a media day where your team is. I'm giving a team an idea.
Yeah.
Let's come up with what kind of platform we can build for my team so that I can expose my team to the world. You give a child.
It is born idea.
Huh?
It is born idea.
Born?
Yeah, born, yeah.
Board up.
Born, what you did last week?
Board.
And the thing about it is, board,
Yeah.
board,
Yeah.
and other guys, we all talk together.
Oh.
So you can't say chief something board to tell you, Gary, me here, after you can't say.
Yeah.
Never I'll discuss about that. Board,
Okay, you spoke about that last week.
and if you all go on and say the same thing, and that's why I tell people, you cannot be upset if another candidate comes with the story. Because we are particularly on the football. It is how you are created to add, because football will change.
True.
It's what you can do and who you invest in. I have a good striker. The only thing I'll say about board, you pick a team.
You watch it, because we take but you watch this week.
Board pick a team that the striker at the top are the best striker in Antigua. I carry on that. Now, with all due respect to Jarman and Jonathan, they would say that, hey, if they get you in the midfield, I'll go on the flat and push it through. Because you know the end of the finish. And I am going to finish.
I want to find something.
You have played chat, you have played
No, they
chat.
didn't mention that. But we call that guy a thief and palm, the young boy. Some young striker, a thief and palm, we carry down
Villa.
Villa. A young guy might Tomlinson or something named.
Or I can tell you, he's either in an educational institution,
Okay.
playing professionally, or making a contribution to society. Because that is the mantra. Building the next level of youth. Because we say when you come to Villa, you are going to be a respectable person in society. I think he's still playing in SDG in England. He left from Spain, where he was playing in Spain. He came back to the national team. So Pookie,
Goalkeeper.
Yeah, he now is with him. So they're in England right now. They left Spain, and hopefully in the next couple of years we might see them in the Premier Division or in the Championship in England.
But let me ask you a question though. In terms of football now, nothing happening and the Premier League, I asked the guy a question last week, so I asked you if you be president.
Right.
The amount of teams in when you'll be the president, the amount of teams in Premier League, because for me Premier League water down. On my hand, I can come maybe about six quality teams. The rest of them are really jokey team. So the quality not there anymore. So when I say Premier League, you thought the premium, the best are the best. But for me, we're not seeing the best taking place there.
And I'm going to fool you out. It is true. Because, let's say, you have 12 teams right now.
Right.
Right? 14 teams. So now, you have a team like Rangers, Jennings, and attacking Saints, and I think, I forget that one, the relegation. They now are going to be relegated if they get relegated to first division. They have a better team structure than the first division team that is down here. So majority of the team that go down this year, it will come up because I think Harper, Finland Village, and I think Fire Island may be close to coming back up. So it's going to be recycled. But guess what? If you don't instill proper coaching at that level, then when we come up to the Premier League, it is going to be those teams deciding when not going to be. It's going to be hard for the association to change the players. Is the what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand? I'm an association. I'm there to put on the league. The league is there. Guys, you come present your product in my environment. How is the association going to build a team like Five Island to be better other than putting on coaches? Coaches to the coach, so you can go back to Five Island and build the team. It is for the Five Island administration to say, you know what? We are going with a 4-year plan. We want the 16-year-old, so we're going to keep them and grow them so that we can compete in Premier Division in the next 4 years. Because the association can't disperse players to keep the quality up. It is the coaches. Remember the association is involved in preparing national teams. It is a double-edged sword because if we don't have the club that performing, both male and female, we can't get quality persons to represent the country. So that is another thing about building the club. They would have to understand that they play an intricate part in building how we feed our national team. Coach education, Carl Casey will tell you about that. Right now, I can tell you, as a coach educator, Antoine O'Neill, Lenny Lake, and Billy Blaine said that Antigua had some of the most qualified coaches, over 63%, because they know the Jamaica and the Trinidad and so on. Those guys that claim say that they're not, have never done a session plan on paper. It's over their head. Now, I agree. But you know what? If you do something out your head, I can't learn from you.
True.
And that is what I'm saying. You get together. I'm both to tell you that, or the coach tell you. If you tell us together, this is my session plan. You have a visual of how you can improve that. And you come down there to it. You know, Jonathan, I pick up this and I modify it and help my club to develop. John was tell the kid, the thing is going to shine. How much time a bowler come and bowl at you that you know how to straight drive or to solve it.
But you can ask me a question now. Come and ask you, do you think we need to reduce the teams in the Premier Division so we have quality football? Because I want to see quality stuff. You answer the question, Daddy, you answer the question.
Okay, see what I want to ask a question.
Well, yeah.
Gary,
I think
I want to push in quickly
Yeah.
because I heard him mention 3 teams. But then here the most famous team, Empire.
Empire is
Then they get the promotion again.
Empire is without a doubt our most successful team.
Yeah.
Empire, I cannot take away Empire accolades.
We're trying to do that. One, you say, you tell me what the thing I promoted here, Empire name called.
Empire is who Villa, Haram, Liberta, try to aspire to be like.
You know.
It's not much, you know, 4 times.
Oh, wait, we don't want the politics. we want the Empire get promoted. That's all.
Okay, and I will tell you so much so because I told a story. Many years ago, John Time, this is a young boy was in Villa Park. Ball flat. You pass it, you will do everything else. And a man passed and said,
Oui.
why are you on the field kicking and passing like that by yourself? I said, neither do I. I want to play national team. You know who that man was?
Sugar.
Scout. And Scout is one of the best defender for Empire and anti-legacy. He is the first man who after that day came and watched a game for me and saw me throw a tackle from the guy. High. And he said, when you throw a tackle like that, if you don't tackle and you slant that way, you're going to step on your foot wrong. When you throw a tackle, your foot have on the ground. So that you're going to step on your
Cushion.
push it and get on. You know, turn and see the tackle. And see the tackle when you cut class. You throw and you lie out that way. You go with the right foot on the left side. Go off the bar. Now the other way. And you say, I know that I am going to make a good play And what had me almost in tears, the first chief come and say, can you get me up by the technical center with the under 14? He said, hey, something, what if karma, something wrong. And guess what? The first one that said that to me was my cousin. He didn't know. Let me say, you know, Chris, you know, mega, my daddy. Let me say, you know, tango, and mega, my uncle. So that guy didn't understand. Hey, so then come here, let's say, no, I want to know why I get out. Now, me say, I know the trainer. The first session of by the under 15, you can go to them. Because guess what? That impression will last for a lifetime. And I dare say right now, in the next 20 years, one or three guys there, we can talk about it. Because the one of them that said that Jonathan, who is more like a genius. I'm going to do that in opposite way. The kind of word that and I said to people, is I want to say, Hannah, because he the one that more dedicated, but he had a guidance. Then in some balance and so on, and I say, Villa right now, we have a barrel of dips. Colors, they are not completed because every season we get about 20, but you lose about 5. So you have about 7. Now, me see. It could be unfair if you have 12 kids and you get 5 of them gifts. But guess what? Simple math. You get 5 green, you get 5 orange. And I'm getting them to get 20 right now. And we're done. That's the type of investment we do in these youth to understand that in the future they can come. World-class players in Antigua.
So you need that, Joe? You didn't answer the question yet. And bring it promoted on that. That's what I'm finding out.
No, that's not. They're up there right now.
What about the Empire?
Empire right now needs Conrad both right to come and coach them.
I hear. Our next Calvin White here, he say watch for Orlando. Morning Calvin White. And last night Joseph in Florida. Yeah, we're going to talk some quick next week. Right now we talk football, because football had this thing right now like anti-election. Election football is May 21st, so that's why for the last couple of weeks we have been talking about football. Citizen has this thing like election in the air. So tell me something, in terms of, Jama touched about referee earlier. What are your plans with referee though? Because I heard that you're shot at referees and all kind of stuff. So what are your plans if your team is selective, successful I should say, what are your plans for referee? How are you going to get more referee involved and stuff like that?
I was talking to.
Because I have a big referee watching, you know, they actually asked me to ask you that question.
I was talking to Kelisha Antoine. She is in charge of the referees and things.
Right.
And I can tell you now, the same issues that we have is the same issues that Germans has raised.
Right.
We need to get these persons who are not going to play football to come and understand that the referee position is needed. Tell your short story.
Right.
Every season, whose contract gets worked out first? Referees. The ADFA? Because without referee, the game can't
Play. Correct.
So their contract. So they are it's like a villain team, you pick a goalkeeper. So when, like any other thing, when you don't have competition, and I think that's where we are right now. In the olden days, we have version success. Those guys.
You forgot you can't call a big man name.
But
You not call a big man name.
Curtis.
No, Curtis, the cream of the crop. Crump, you not call Crump.
Sinclair.
Crump.
Yeah, how you can call Crump, a big man name?
Sinclair.
Ivy Davis,
Okay.
Franklin Christian.
Those guys did it out of favor of love, right? And they got together.
Yeah.
The referees in the thing right now, I want the people to have the same love, right? They just need to understand that if I'm going to referee, I need to put Jonathan and Lindy with me. So you have a camaraderie. So you bring more referees into the fold that can accommodate our league. It's not easy because remember in Antigua it's a profession.
True.
So when you ask a workplace to let go my referee every week, and if they're short, they have to play when second division play, first division play, female play on the weekends, so not much. Every time, if that workplace doesn't understand that he's letting his employee go to participate in a reputable product that can give something back in some exposure. Because if you work for Scotiabank or ECAP and they see as a referee and the commentator talking, hey, control this time. When people walk in the bank, they're going to see the confidence, hey, this is a confidence man, this is the man who can add value to the workplace and value. So we need to bring more person to help the referees to them. People think, oh, the referees are doing bad. Hey, I'm a player. I'm allowed to make 10 mistakes at least in a game and the fans don't get upset with me. But a referee who has to review about in 10 seconds, about 5 seconds, about 10 different interpretations of one law, and the brother was in time to please the fan. And guess what? Some of these fans, you know what happens? They have the TV to show them over and over and over, and they themselves can't come up with the clear-cut decision. So much so that they consider in VAR, and VAR takes something about 10 minutes, and you want a referee. Now we say, we are here to assist, and if we get the buy-in of these stakeholders, we can determine how to go. One thing I want to add, because it may be controversial, I know for a fact that in the English Premier League, the Spanish League, and the Italian League, and the German League, they play different kind of football. The referee the game according to that style. I don't think any association in the past has brought in these referees and said, guys, our players are aggressive African people. They appreciate the shoulder bounce and so on. So you now have to understand, if me and Earl run off the ball and me push Earl push me, within reason, let it play. It was, the rule says, well, no, I understand the rule, but the rule has to be governed by our environment because you're part of our product. I'm not asking to call, not to make a call, but allow it.
If I may expand, I mean, it's about management. And my experience taught me that we have 3 levels of games: medium, low, high. And so I always say to people, if you were to apply the rules of the game, no football game in Antigua would finish. You understand? So you have to use common sense, because a team is down 6-0. You understand? And you're in the 85th minute. You can resort to talk to a player instead of issuing a card. The team is already demoralized. There's nothing really, it's a foregone. You understand? Somebody did something, you can choose to give no card, or you may give a yellow card, because at the end of the day, you want them to understand that is a play that warrants that kind of sanction. And really and truly, maybe you could have given him a red card. You have to look at each game. So it's what we have to teach, or what I was teaching when I was there, is how to manage situations. You understand? And sometimes you may resort even talking to Gary subtly, passing next to him and said, you know what, you're bordering a caution here, and however. Another time, same situation, you may give him a caution because of the intensity of the game, and you want to establish some control. So our aim is to make sure we get the requisite training, continuous training for these referees, so that they understand. We intend to go into the schools and market the referees' product, even to those persons who are doing CXCs. Encourage them to whenever they're doing their physical education exam, to adapt the referee platform, because it is something that you could look forward to. we even need to go into the workplace, even by way of even a literature, if we can't get to speak to, just to introduce the sports, to let people understand that you can find time to even stay healthy. You understand? And at the same time make a secondary living. And so we have to do a lot of marketing in order to get the amount of referees involved and in tune. I think the present referees that we have there, they're sitting comfortably because we don't have the numbers. And when they make a mistake today, tomorrow they're back on the field. I'm saying we must reward them for the good job that they're doing, and we also must reprimand them or help to encourage them to be better. And so I was telling Gary, because we have not sat down and talked comprehensively or put it together yet, but we must have referee tiers. Tier 1,
Sure.
tier 2, tier 3, if you understand what I'm saying, so that people aspire to be to the top. And FIFA, and the FIFA people must be treated differently because they are our international referees, if you understand. I mean, from time to time we can have a discussion where no longer we say you get $20 per game, but we contract you to be referees.
Who assess these referees?
Well, they have assessors too.
Oh, okay.
They have assessors, they have trainers, they have assessors. And I think right now, I think the association or the referee boss has to toe the line between whether we are going to put stringent measures in because of the numbers. You understand? Because the numbers not there, you can't do much because you want the game. You want the league to finish. The league not finishing because the referee not doing well. It's going to be chaos. And so we need to do a lot more. We need to train a lot. We need to find time to train. I personally think we should have Premier Division referees, and those persons operate only in the
Premier League.
Division, and they get all the time in the world to train. They work on the weekends, and so when we find an amicable platform to incentivize, to say give you a contract. You have.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Turn up the volume so I can hear you. Can I hear you? Hi, morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, how are you? That's like a good.
Yes, have a good time.
That's right, Kalisha. Kalisha?
Yes, it's Kenisha Earl.
Good morning, Kalisha.
Morning, Kelly.
Good morning, Gary.
Go ahead.
You know, you and I go way back and I listen to your show every Saturday.
Thank you.
But I would like to share a contribution with regards to referees, because oftentimes people who are involved or not even involved in football, they have the most to say about referees. And oftentimes the people who were there, who had the opportunity to make a change, did not contribute much to that change. However, persons now want the opportunity to lead the entire ABSA, and that's everybody's prerogative. So let me clarify something with regards to refereeing and the things that would have happened, or basically what is being said they would like to see that is actually happening. Number one, we do have a program in the school. As recent as probably 2 weeks ago, we were present at 2 schools' career days, explaining, demonstrating what is refereeing, where young people can go right now with regards to refereeing, etc. We presently have a program going with the Antigua and Barbuda Defense Force, where referees came in from that program as well, from the Defense Force into our program. Yes, we understand that there is a limited referee. That's not just the Antigua. That's basically the entire Caribbean. And in terms of proposals, protocols, everything for refereeing development, it exists. The tier system exists. The tier system was there when Mr. Walsh himself was the referee. Category 1, Category 2, Category 3. When I took over, I inherited that information from Mr. James, who's the referee chairman at the present moment. Now, depending on what is happening, and yes, of course, there's limiting referees, you may have to swing probably a tier 3, a second division referee, because based on what was handed down, a category 3 referee can referee Premier League, can referee second division, AR first division, and fourth in the APL, which we try to remove as much as possible, because the APL is the highest league. The FIFA officials and tier 1 officials who are FIFA prospective should be the persons operating the APL. However, when referees, and Mr. Walsh knows this as well, when you send a schedule and a referee is not available because of work, family commitment, and other issues, then what do? This is not unique to Antigua, because even in CONCACAF, a referee has to get an appointment, and if they're not available, then what happens? They're replaced, because it is not their job. So, of course, we would appreciate everybody who is interested in referees coming in and giving their advice and everything and so on. But of course, you and I talk where this is concerned. And we have had discussion this on the same show, and you know as well on the same show it has been said what is happening, what is being done, and so on in terms of referee development. And it continues, and it will continue, and our referees will continue to show to the next level. To basically, everybody who comes right now, in my view, it will be an improvement to the refereeing system. Because everything that is being said, we are doing. But it is one thing you cannot do is force people to become referees. And when 10, 20 persons come to a referee course, in the end, when they recognize the rigor of training, technically, physically, and as you mentioned earlier, the quick possibility of turning over decisions quickly, people don't really stay. We can't really allow people to stay. And this is why we have a continuous recruitment course throughout the year. So at present moment, we do have a recruit class, and we will continue training right down into the summer vacation to prepare that recruit class for the upcoming session. So it exists. It exists. And like I said, you and I have had discussion on this. I've been on the show with young referees as well, referees who have gone off. You yourself have spoken to referees who have been at the World Cup on your show. So you do have how it is. You do have you know how it is.
True.
Because persons overseas have spoken to you, they have been on your show, young referees came in, been on your show, all referees came in, been on your show. And so basically what is being said, it exists right now, and it will continue to exist. The issue is, as I said, that unique to Antigua, it is all over the world, bringing in people who want to stay.
Kalisha, can I ask you a question? Kalisha?
Yes?
I want to ask you two things. One is not really a question, it is a commendation. I have been around football for a long time, and the last couple of years I've seen an increase in the females joining the referees association, the referee committee, which is commendable. Because Earl asked me a question, my initiatives to empower female footballers. I think to couple with FIFA's mandate and CONCACAF's mandates, I could be wrong, but you can guide me. Anytime you have a female tournament, majority, if not all, the referees and officials are female. Tell me, you find it hard to attract females, or are they more willing to join the association more than males?
It's a very where your concern is that people can't, well, it is one thing you say in CONCACAF. There is no gender in wrestling. Because the laws of the game is the same for everybody. You may know now that we have 2 women teams going to the men's World Cup from CONCACAF. These are women I have personally worked with, so I can say what I mean to say. In the men's program where there's women, these women must pass the men's test and go through everything that the men must go through. Now in Antigua now, you hear say, and you said it correctly, there's an increase of women joining the wrestling program right now. Up to last week I was on the field training and 2 young women, 18 and 21, came to me and said to me, they're interested in being referees. I don't know if it was because on the field when we were training, it was more women on the field than men. I don't know what to attribute it to, but one of the things I have heard is because that it's a woman in charge.
Okay.
And so there's a woman there, there's somebody they can talk to, there's somebody there with the community, and there's somebody who understands. As compared to before time, and you know this Gary as well, because you've been around for a while, and as a person who grew up playing football and have been around you, that you know around refereeing leadership for the past how many years has just been men. Now men is still involved, and I truly believe that men should still be involved, just as women should be involved. But there are instances that women would say, and I can speak of this clearly because the research I have done for one my final paper as well, that as long as there is a woman around, and this is coming from referees, that no women tend to be attracted to it because there is somebody to them that they can speak to, communicate with, who understands them, who understands their body, physiologically, lenses, physiologically, I know I'm speaking Spanish now, physiologically, and so it's easier to have more women becoming attracted to the sport. It is difficult as well too, because women naturally do not want to get involved in wrestling, because the first thing they say, the crowd cuss them, and anybody cuss them, then they cuss them back, and we do have men say that as well.
So
we know, not now, when I took over as well, we implemented a sports psychologist working with the referees.
Okay. Yeah, next question for can I say that too, as I said.
I accommodate, and I thank you so much, Kalisha, and I appreciate that. You know why? Because it is, and don't get me wrong, mothers in our community are the ones who guide our young men. And I can tell you for a fact, one of the best referees that I would have played under
Success
was Iola. You know her well. And it's not because, it's because of her mannerism. I can't say womanism because that's not a word. But her mannerism on the field, where she was able to command the respect of the male on the field. I see some other young ladies around that how I see they carry their flags, because majority of my assistant, is commendable. There's one, I know I don't have her name well, she's going to cuss me off, but I call her Rasta. And she has her daughter, also referee. That is Chanel. That is commendable, because that is what we want. We want the longevity in a sport, that you can raise your daughter, your son, or your brother to continue the legacy. I know Earl didn't hear my last part. Or your brother to continue the legacy. Thank you.
And Gary, I agree with you as well. I agree with you as well. Iola was a superb referee, and you also have Patrice who was in the mix, and Chanel is still existing, and so on. But even in that era, Because I was around there. Now, how many women referees were there?
Not much.
Tell you, ask the question.
No, I just wanted to carry that. You never went to grammar
So,
school.
I would never disagree with you. I would never disagree with you, and it's not because it's a woman, because it's one thing I do, I support women, but I don't support just because it's female. So, Iola was an excellent referee, and Iola got to the highest level in CONCACAF as well.
Well, would you,
And I think they have mannerism and personality which makes up a great part of wrestling. We can try to teach people how to change personalities depending on what you see, but somebody's personality is not something you can just tell them, hey, we need to change, we need to do this, we need to do that. We can try to train them, we can have the psychologist working with them, we can try to do that. And personality is a very important part of wrestling.
Jonathan, Jamas, you want to ask any question?
Yeah, I'm tell you first.
Hold on a second. Something with regards James said earlier, and even this guy going into the classroom and teaching, understanding how to manage the game and all these things. Let me say something. We have 2 technical instructors in Nigeria who are now CONCACAF instructors and assessors. We attempt to have technical sessions weekly and field sessions. Management of the game is definitely part, whether it is CONCACAF Super or the Emmy, is definitely a part of what is necessary. But even at the highest level, you are taught that there's some things you just don't manage. You don't ever manage physical. And there's some technical aspects you can manage depending, as was mentioned earlier, depending on if there's a yellow card that exists before that you may want to manage. But in the end, there's something that just cannot be managed.
True.
Kalisha, let me ask you one more question, because Earl asked me earlier if I made any promises to the clubs. I could be, because I'm somewhat familiar with the past and the present. One club asked me, should the referees have a game ball when they come to referee a game? Because a couple of games, the referee came to us and said, where's the game ball? And I jumped in and I said, don't worry, I will ensure that every referee gets at least 2 game balls. So if ever they show up to a game and by some chance the clubs don't have their ball, the game should not be delayed. I don't know if that was a simple promise for me to easily make, but is it a fact that it is the clubs that should provide?
But sir, you are part of the club. You can ask me. That's ABSA competition rules.
Because that is what I'm saying. I know that, but sometimes I can attest that even the Premier Division teams, some teams, they have been told to show up with 2 uniforms, and you'll be surprised to hear the excuses why they can't come up. Legitimate excuses. But do you think it's unfair to me to say, if I give every referee a ball, a referee seldom plays in the local league, so I can assure that those balls are going to be kept in pristine condition. So just in case a club has a hard luck story, I know that I have partnered with my stakeholders to make sure the game continues.
Well, sir, if that is your mandate and you become the leader and that's what you desire, then the department work around with the desires of whomever the executive is. However, those are competition rules, and the competition rules state that the home team is responsible for presenting the ball at the matches.
Okay.
And even at the highest level, referees don't work around with balls. The match coordinators, competition directors, present all the balls to the referees. They pump them, they check the air intake, and they pass them back to match coordinators or match commissioners.
That
So that's just competition rules.
that
Whatever you desire or whoever takes over desire, then that is something different.
that is lovely. I love that. But it's, and I know as a person, and like you, I love to have a plan B, plan C, plan D, because trust me, as you said, sometimes, as we were talking the other day, when you set out a schedule and you know you have 3 referees and a referee call you at the last minute and say, you know what, my mom is at the hospital. You cannot tell that referee. You now have to find creative ways to get another referee and to that venue so that the game can play. And I appreciate those circumstances, and it is the mark of a good leader that who can maneuver and think on his feet rather than to sit back and throw his hand up in the air and say, I can't do anything. So I appreciate all that you have shared with us today, and I know you'll continue to be available to us.
I just want to say that we are not going to come in to try and change. We are coming to help to improve or to work along with whatever plans are there. And so we do appreciate the level of leadership that you would have offered to the referees. And we, especially me, I'm coming in there to try to help to make the referees platform bigger and better. And so our intervention, or my intervention here, is to help to find more creative ways so to eliminate the little situations that would dampen the football. For instance, we talk about balls. Balls should not prevent a game from playing at all. And no team should lose a game because they don't have a ball. I remember when I was in there, at some point, it didn't happen every year, we were given a ball to walk with just in case. However, you know, these are things that we will look at, because I personally believe that a ball should not prevent a game from not playing. I personally believe if we have the numbers that we are advocating for, is that somebody must be on standby just in case. That we have a situation where somebody has an emergency. True. And that the game carry on. And so we are primarily here to make sure that the job of the referees is improved in the same way we can incentivize it in a way that they want to do it. And that's why I would have spoken about perhaps even contracting certain referees, even in the Premier Division or whatever, but the numbers is going to be very important. And having not been around your platform in a while, I really do commend you for all that you would have said in terms of, you know, reaching out to platform like the Defense Force and schools and all these kind of things. So your work is will not go unseen at all.
Well said. Well done.
May I ask the question,
Yes, because we have about 10 minutes wrap up.
to
Go ahead.
Mr. Walsh, and this is no disrespect or anything, or it's all with all due respect, right? Because Walsh is a man I grew up with and I respect. But at the same time, once you become a leader, then things has to change, try to clean up, to do whatever. So you said all of this, Mr. Walsh, and I can appreciate it. But why, when you were there, didn't you assist, that is even before I even became, because I was referring on to you guys too. Why, when you were there, you guys didn't try to do all these things?
This is a question that it needs quite a bit of time. And realistically, Kalisha, we have had our ups and we have had our downs. And I honestly don't think that this is the forum so that, because we could talk from now until tomorrow about situations that we agreed with and we don't agree with. And at the end of the day, we are very much human in dealing with situations, yes? And so that question, it's because it's so loaded, I think that if you want us to meet and to have a conversation, we can ventilate a lot of things that I feel that I did not get a chance to really expand. and to help improve. And I just don't think, in all fairness, that this platform is not the correct platform to ventilate these kind of situations.
Yes, sir. Well, Kelisha, I just want to say thank you for being part of the show. We really appreciate your input a while ago. And as Gary said, continue to do the excellent work you have been doing with women's football, especially in terms of the referee. So we really appreciate you. I do not want for job. Keep it up. Excellent.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Take care. Jonathan, you have been very quiet this morning. The time you check out the preacher son that talked out as well, where you just soak up all the information. You come with a big fire and so, touch a fire and talk out and tell what. So tell how excited you be about this slate. And Gary, before we go on, a guy Calvin White was saying here, the rules of the game must be followed and should not be compromised. I guess he was talking about culture and you do like a tweak in the refereeing and stuff. But you said the rule should be compromised.
No, the rule is
so
not
we are compromise the rule.
The rule is not ever compromised, but the law gives the referee leverage to make decisions within the scope of the game. So
Right.
really and truly, it's not a compromise, because in training they give you the right whether to issue a caution,
Right.
whether with the card or verbally.
Okay.
You understand? And it goes according to the context of the game.
Okay. So it's not
So we're not
compromise the rule.
compromising.
Okay. Can you discuss about that?
I
Yeah.
can defend Jammers with that.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to tell Gary too, I had some FIFA training
Yes.
with the great Ivor Davis. So he's the referee some games up. Them
Yeah.
play field and this field, and as I know about it.
Yeah.
So referee, sometimes something bypass and talk to the player. Just let the play flow.
Yeah.
But still correct him and let him know he went wrong.
And they were saying too, it's not compromising the rule, because I would have gone to play in Trinidad, where it rains every day.
Right.
But yesterday before the game, they're going to wet the field,
Sure.
because they know in Antigua we don't play.
Play with me. Oh, okay.
Guatemala came here, and we told the groundsman, if rain come, put the cricket canvas on it.
Yeah.
So it got hard.
Yeah.
So we played in Antigua. Guatemala beat us 1-0. They were scared. When we went back to Guatemala, get 8-1.
Shit.
Because their condition, they can adapt better in their condition. So on the wet,
Yeah.
we had 6 to high like this, but yesterday we were sliding because rain come pour down, and before the game, they water the field. During the half, because no sprinkler,
Yeah.
water the field because we can't play. So it's not bending the rule, but
It suits.
it's how you set the environment
Uh.
to play. Taddy, in the past, we've been a pitch for pace. We've not been a pitch for spin.
Yeah.
But it is within the rules.
Yeah, yeah.
That is how we build a pitch.
Yeah.
So when I say in terms of the referee's understanding, if you throw tackle in Spain League, the referee might quickly get a yellow card. But if you throw tackle in the English League, the whole fans go crowd, because it's part of the entertainment. Not to hurt the fella, but you must be entertainment. I understand.
True. In terms of the technical center, though, I know that up there have some issues, but you talked about it earlier in terms of the pitches need time to rest and stuff like that.
The technical center
Uh-huh.
is what it is, a technical center. And we have moved away from the ARG because of issues that I am not clear on, because I know we had a 25-day lease, the ABFA, and I said, when I say we, it's because each club were being told by past executive, now it's a situation where we can't go in the ARG, not because we can't, but because it is not facilitating because of scheduling cricket right now. The technical center is not completed. A lot of people don't know that. It is not completed.
Well, I asked that question for a reason, because somebody asked me here if it's a really technical center, because a lot of things up there is missing.
Yeah, I don't think it's completed.
Oh, okay,
And-
okay,
and
okay.
the thing about it,
Well, Carla, listen to the response.
because each club, each second division club, each premier division club, each third division club would have gone to meeting and heard the plans of the executive about the technical center. Nobody can say that it's completed. But what we need to know, is it going to be a training facility or a venue for our main league? I don't think it should be a second, because let's say when we're playing in recreation ground, and for some reason cricket is coming, we automatically transition to police ground.
Correct.
We are just cricket, and then we say, you know what? For the next 2 weeks, we're playing at Premium Village in the Premium Division. We now have 2 fields at the technical center where the transition should be easier. So it's not a case where it is not going to be a technical center. It is a technical center. In Dominica, they have dormitories at the technical center that they're building. They're working with clubs to develop that area, a club overseas. They're saying, hey, if I'm Manchester United and before the season starts, I want to come and play some training games in a warm weather climate. Instead of going to Dubai, we have a thriving sport tourism. So you can come here. And I think some time ago, the late Banks, that is what he wanted to do with the Barracudas. In terms that the Barracudas would have taken control of sticky wicket. So that when these teams come in, they can stay right there, sticky wicket, they have all the facilities. Plus, the only thing that is hampering them, the only thing that I heard, is that the hospital was too far. You need to have a hospital close by. So those guys are saying, if they had a clinic there, it would have been, it met the criteria, because as you said, FIFA, you have a certain criteria when you're dealing with these clubs that are cities by themselves. Manchester City, Chelsea, the city. But we are the sports citizen. The other day I saw Shaq here, and I see 2 ladies by Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, he was in Antigua. Yeah, he was in Antigua.
I can bet you, if Ronaldo came here, if Messi came here, if, what's his name, it's another young guy, let's say Amal, the young guy for Spain, the amount of kids that know these persons, that would flock to them, it will build something. Now I'm saying, if you tell me that I am as a FIFA president, as a president of the ABFA, and I want to have a discussion with one of these fellas, I'm inviting them to come to Antigua. Let's go down to Heritage Gate and see the impact that the sporting facility and the sporting person would have by seeing a person like that. It will add wonders. Jammers, when hungry and so walk right now, and you see hungry was, the amount of people that know hungry and want to affiliate that, hey, this for the person. I'm not even going to mention Seville. The other day, hear this joke. It's a wonderful joke. Brian Hamilton, who is on my slate, we were talking to a person, to a club, and he said, boy, I saw Vivi up there sitting down. He said, Vivi, sit down. Vivi would come and sit by Luther on a block. And he said, Gary, you can go to the I say, Vivi now. He said, Jonathan, I can call Vivi and tell Vivi, Vivi, are you going to such a place? Can I see you for 2 minutes? And he will say, no problem. It's not because I have contact with him. That is how Viv is with everybody in Antigua.
Right.
Yes. Vivi calling on Jojo's show, on the shows, the pan show and so on, and he communicates. So, it is not strange to us. We know our hero. And that is the strong strength that football have, cricket have in our community. And I can't see me as a president of the ABFA not pushing football to the respectability that it is. It must get back there. Football must be respected as our number 1 sport.
Yeah, we're way over time, but there's something I want to say to you quickly. Because when the guys were last week, the guy says that in non-certain terms, they're going to play in the recreation grounds.
Can I jump that?
Well,
Let me jump that.
yeah, you can get.
You know Keith Roy Black?
Yeah, we know him, but I know him too.
He's the manager of,
The stadium.
and
Oh, you manage area too?
do I need to say?
I didn't realize that. Where do you be? We learn some kind, you know, can you imagine?
I met with him and Merrick.
Oh, okay.
They have just refurbished the locker rooms and everything.
Correct. I was there the other day when they were painting it as well.
And I'm telling him, I am not going to say that football is going in there without sitting with the principals and say, This is my plan
Right.
and how it can be managed.
Okay.
I cannot move into somebody's house and rent the house and
True.
tell them, you know what, I'm going to move in the next couple of days and it's going to be left like that. When you sit and talk with me and my executive, it is a concrete plan that you can say you cannot deny this because it's not me coming and begging you to do something. I have some funding, I don't have all, but even if it's a situation, the worst case scenario, that even Blacks put forward is to me, the ABFA will rent the ARG and the management of the ARG takes care of the whole facility.
Okay.
So if you want to have a function at the Civil Stadium, having a wedding, the staff up there take care of everything, you pay one price,
Correct.
and that's it. They don't tell you how many people you have to invite and make money from that wedding.
Right.
And I said, if I rent the ARG for, let's say, try to figure out the $800, they deal with the cleaning up, everything else, and I put on an event there. What I make from that event
It's yours.
is yours. Now I'm saying, let's explore that, because you will have to crunch the numbers and come up with a solution that we can bank in and use that. It's the same thing with Civiv. Civiv is being rented for shows and so on, not on the field, but my show will take care on the field. If you have a gap of international cricket of a month, that nothing is carrying on there, and I say to them, can I rent it? As long as I can make a profit from that renting, and it will have to be a local league. I bring St. Kitts and let's say who? St. Kitts and St. Lucia, the Window Islands league. Come, I want a weekend, I'm going to rent it, I'm going to have some activities, I'll host you. From the hosting, you look at the numbers, if you can make a profit from hosting 2 games internationally at the Seville, because that is what I am doing for ABFA, why not do it? We have the facilities, they're on the use. The same thing Ample say, cricket has not been played at the Seville for this while, that is why the pitch was like that. Okay, so none of active can go there. I don't want to let out my secret too much. Why is police gone like that? We have heard all the stories. We have heard all the stories.
I think they said the pond in the water and the Jews building and all that kind of stuff.
And that, I've heard, has been corrected.
So why is still the same? Right, well, ask Joey practice up there.
Because it's the resources that are needed. Now, if it costs $100,000 and I can get the ABFA to chip in, the government to chip in, and I think the police association, let's get together to have that facility, because there is no way that you can say you're a tourist-centered country and you can't drive into the police ground. This is our stadium, blah blah blah. You can't drive into Seville. Let's partnership, because it's supposed to tourism. With football, football is not only romantic; it is fantastic.
Jonathan, I didn't get a chance, but I will go for 5 minutes. I know you have big book to say. I don't know if you want to share anything in there quickly. I just want to just
So
see some
Chalmers
part shot.
and President-elect.
Yeah.
Can see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the hands on, right?
Okay.
And they're in tune with the clubs and how football is happening. What he needs is a background person.
Okay.
You need the support in the background, because we have a lot of programs, and it'll be unfair for my president to be out there in front doing everything, to have to turn on and come back and still have to do the paperwork in
Okay.
the background.
Okay.
So this is where he needs a strong support. And
Oh,
this is
okay.
where I come in.
Alright.
So I let him do his thing. I mean, you know, knowing Gary for all these years and understanding to see where he is at this point,
Right.
you know, it's a no-brainer for me that, you know, when we're in there, things will change, things will happen,
So,
and we'll
let me go on them people that interview the politician. When you're Bradford, I say you. If you're successful at the poll, I say, if you're successful at the polls, what can we the guys expect as we look to close out? What can anything expect from you guys? Just late.
Yeah, me.
Oh yeah, anybody can answer?
Okay. Well, I mean, that's the question. Here, Jama told Keisha.
Yeah,
If you need the whole day,
yeah.
you will have improved representation. When I say improve, it is not to belittle what was there before.
Uh-huh.
It is saying that I have a certain standard, and it's going to be kept and improved, because anything you do, you have to self-reflect.
True.
And you cannot stay stagnant, because when you say stagnant, you do not get success. You'll be improved communication, you'll have increased participation, and you will have increased funding. And I say funding, I'm not promising personally I'm going to bring money from the side, but you can rest assured that the clubs will find creative ways along with us to increase funding. And last but not least, the football environment in Antigua will go on high. We are going to hype it up in ways that you will not imagine. It is going, football in Antigua will be an event where the game is at 4 o'clock, and you're going to want to go to the game. If it's a Saturday, right after church. If it is a Sunday, right after church. Because it's an activity that will cater for the whole family. And you'll be able to enjoy a day like it was before.
Sounds good. Jamas, closing remarks.
Yes, well, just to reiterate that, you know, I am very much enthusiastic about this platform. I've been driven by sports all my life as a youth, and I would have said earlier that I had given football more than half of my life. Yes, perhaps closer to 40 years than anything else. Yeah, that tells you how old I am. And really and truly, I am very passionate. When Gary asked me about being a part of the team, I immediately said yes, because I feel that we are coming from a background of new ideas. New ideas, we think similarly, and I feel personally, and I would have said this to Gary, just give us 2 terms to put it in a different perspective, and I'm willing to give.
2 terms, 8 years, 8 years that now.
Right. I'm willing, because I mean, the way football is right now, it needs a lot of intervention, a lot of improvement, a lot of ideas, and I don't think, you know, tomorrow it will change. And so it is an incremental kind of vibes where things progress. And so you need time to really put it in perspective, and then, you know what, give some other younger mind something, an opportunity to even continue to build. And that's what I am here for, to try and make it better. I am player-centric, football-centric, and that is why I'm here. I have given closer to 40 years to sports.
Jonathan, Gary
I was
Jonathan.
going to say, give us 1 year so we can earn the second. Well, one term.
Oh, that's so better. That's so better. Can he make 2 years off for 2 terms of one?
See, I'm going to tell you, Jonathan, maybe he's thinking more religion, you know.
Jonathan, he was very quiet this morning. I just doesn't listen to everything.
Well, good what to see. But John Matu come from a sporting family, you know.
Right.
4 World Cups is an Antiguan cricket.
Correct.
You know, the oldest one played me partially 2 and so on. You know, John.
I never may watch Hidden.
Yeah, the 4
Yeah.
World Cups for Antiguan cricket. You
Yeah.
know, and they well, never you so know. You know.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I will tell you this thing about Gary and his
It's late.
slate, you know. Every week now I have somebody talking about all the great stuff they have.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that the football done in Johnny, you know. So you can start with parachute cricket. Yeah. So they want to slow me up and you can't start in March.
So you asked that question in Anzawi. How you do? You did?
Only some story up, because remember, he said that we're going to develop fields that is slow football. So the only how
Where you get them from, Gary?
That's what the guy said last week. The guy name. Now said last week you have 4, do 4 fields and 4 can Antigua.
But you have fields right now that they don't play cricket.
Okay.
The only how you will come back and you will compete to do is if I play football and I play cricket.
Okay.
And I know a partner on weekend.
Yeah, weekend.
There are
Yeah.
a number of fees you can talk about. Even if it's Param, they don't.
So enough fields, yeah, enough green spaces. Okay. So Taddy, so once you're successful, you're president, Taddy safe. I can hold to that.
And guess what?
I can hold to that.
I'll hold me to that and I'll work with that.
Okay.
We have to get out here now.
Daddy, you know what I say? I heard him.
I heard him.
Well, guys, really having fun. Have fun this morning with you guys. I wish you all the best in your bid on May 21st. I hope when you win, I hope you come back and share with us.
So my disappointment is it didn't want anything for me to eat today.
Yeah.
And that's the same issue. Everything has its season.
Guys, have a good weekend.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre